Okay, so yesterday example we have simple one to-do task we have done. So that is with a local DB. It is like a we have created a one local DB, which is that npm packages. It is going to be store the data and okay. Um, what is that array? Okay, so this is the code we have done. So I think we'll just it is running still. Hmm. So we are going to be add a task. Need to bring a grocery. Okay, so here it is an edit button is there. So grocery and electricity bill payment. Save andre save hogi matte ille kutkobeku. So this is we are doing. Okay, first we'll understand. Okay, forget about a code. So there is a first I want to create a one to-do list. Okay, to make a to-do list, we are going to make a one array. So that is array name is what's that one? A to-do. So to-do is a my array name. So that it contains a task, task one, task two, task three, task four, like that. So then I have a one more thing is for every task. Okay, for every task there is a sorry. So for there is a one. Here we have a one. This is my list, and here it is my a text box, and here is my button. Okay, so this is what a text box, text box, and this is the button. Okay, so that button is what add a note or add a task. Okay, once I click, so this task should be anything. Need to go for college or need to collect hall ticket, need to pay electricity bill, need to pay EMI, so or any task. Once you add a task button, if you click it means it is going to store here task one and task 2, task 3, task 4, task 5. So whatever the task you are going to be add, so those tasks will be uh, created here. Okay. So now we are going to be represent a first. So first I want to define this to-do array. For that, I have created a one to-dos array. Set to-do is a method use state. So what is the type? It is type an array. Okay. Is it clear now? Say yes or no. Okay. The next, this is for the to-do array. So if we want to add a new to-do, so this is the array we have created. This is the array we have created. This is the to-do array. Okay. So to-do array we have created. The next what happens? Constant new to-do set. So this is the new to-do is what? This is the text. This is called a new to-do text. Okay. So this is a to-do is an array. New to-do is a text. What is the text? Need to go for college. So that it will store here. So that is setting here. Clear or doubt? Okay. Correct. So edit a to do. So here for every text there is a two buttons will be there. Okay. Edit and delete. Edit, delete. Edit, delete. So there is a two buttons will be there. Edit means edit for delete what we need. For edit and delete what we need. Yes. So we need to pass the ID. Okay. First we'll trace for the add a to do. So add a item or add a task. So this is the input type for the text form controller value equals to new to do. So new to do initially it is a empty variable or empty string. See double quote means what? Empty string. So initially that is a empty string and on change. When it is on change is happened, whenever you typed something, reload it. If you type something, B. So on change event is called R on change ing bring a card. Some this is your one task. Okay, you are going for outside, so you need to making a some task. Bring a card. So that whenever I typed here, so on change event is happened and it will trigger a event object. It will call the set new to do. Set new to do where it is going to be set? Anyone? Set new to do, it is setting the value. What e dot targeted value? What e dot targeted value? Whatever I am typing here, no b, so that is the e dot targeted value. I e dot targeted value is I. R e dot targeted value is R. So like that, so all the value it is going to be set. Set new to do, it is setting the value where, yes, exactly, new to do, it is going to be set the value to the new to do. So this new to do is there. Okay. Then I am calling the button here. Where is that button? This is the button. So now bring a card is inside a new to do. Once I click on add a button, so it is calling a add a to do method. Okay. Add a to do method. So here new to do what it contains? Bring a card. Correct. So bring card is there. Bring card, it is going to be check. Bring card dot trim is method not equals to empty place. It means if might added some extra spaces like space or something, so it will be treated as a one character. So new to do dot trim method, it is going to be trim all the values. So that is not equals to empty space. It means whenever it is a blank, so this will not executed. So new to do dot trim not equals to double quote. It means this text box should not be empty. Okay. So that is a one thing. Then it will call the API await Axios post. API URL is what? This is the HTTP localhost 5000 to dos. So where it is? To dos is here. Localhost 5000 to dos array is here. Okay. So now a title. So this is the title is my JSON data. So I have defined new to do. What contains the new to do? Anyone? What new to do contains now? Yes. Bring card is contains now. Once I click here, add a button, what happens here? So here it is a new to do is now contains the bring a card. If I call a add to do method, so it is coming here and API. This is the await Axios post API URL title. So title is my user defined. I have defined new to do is bring card. So it is going to be sent to the API and response set to do's. Set to do's response.data. What it contains? A title and a bringer card. So that is going to be set to the to do's. What is a to do? So to do is my array or we can say local database, and ID is automatically created. How that we have installed the npm package. So this is randomly it is creating a I. Okay, set to do's. Why we use a spread operator? Along with the previous value. It will be there with the existing new value and upcoming values. Okay. So title new to do. So title bring a card. It is going to be set to to do's. So set to do's means what? The new value is set to the to do's. Okay. So this is clear. Okay. So I will explain one more time more deeply remaining if you're not. So this is my text box. Okay, so text box value will be stored in where? A new to do, a string. Okay, and here we have a one button. Okay, whenever I clicked on this sorry, when I clicked on this text box, it is calling a on change. What method that is? A on change method will be. Okay, so I will just side by side I will keep. So we have a text box. We know this one, and we have a one button that is the add a button, and so so here it is that. So new to do what it will take whatever the string I am going to be type here. So it is taking a new to do value. So that is a new to do is a string now. Okay, so then on change. So on change is event what? So this is the event triggered by the input text box. What is that event? That is a on change event. That is an event, not a function. On change event. So on change event, what happening here? It is calling the set new to do method. So what it is doing, whatever I am typing inside a text box, so that will be set to the new to do. So new to do is what? Again, that is a new to do task only. So set new to do where it is? It is above we have mentioned here. Set new to do, it is setting the event or targeted value to the new to do. What is of type? It is string. So let's say if I type a bring a card. Okay, already done. Need to visit a college. Okay, so if I type it means now this value is present inside a here. Everyone got? Okay, so new to do is containing a need to visit a college, this string. Okay, So once I call, this is what is this button? Add a to do or add a task. So once I click on this add a task, it is calling a, sorry, add a to do. So it is calling a add a to do method. Okay, so method will be somewhere is here. Here it is a add a to do method. So it is calling a add a to do method. Okay, so new to do is what? It contains a need to visit a college. Dot trim not equals to empty space. No, it is not an empty space. It contains a this string. Then constant response await axios dot post. So axios dot post API URL is what? Localhost 5000 and title. So what is the title? Title is a my user defined. What is a new data? So that is new data is a need to visit a college. Now what is my JSON? My JSON is something like this. Here it is in this server. It is there like that. Title colon uh, need to visit a college. So it is in the JSON format in the flower bracket. Okay. Okay. This is the in the flower bracket. So this data is going to be sent and it will give as a response.data. That response.data it contains a title need to visit a college. So that is going to be added to the to-dos. So that to do it is going to be set to do. What is the set to do here? Set to do it is going to be add to the to do's array. Okay, our array becoming a adding one by one. This is the array. So that is a one to do, second to do, third to do, fourth to do like that. Okay, so that is a new to do's. So that is set to do's. It is going to be set. And is it clear? Or a doubt? Okay. Now I want to, okay, uh, I want to list this one. I want to list this one. How to do? So here we have written a code. What is the code? Li key to do dot id. What is the id? Id. This is the id. This is the id. Okay. So now edit to do and edit to do id is equal to do dot id. So when you calling a edit to do, so that time this block will be executing. Means this, let's say these two buttons. What is the two buttons? Save, sorry, save and cancel. When I click on this one, edit, see, save and cancel button, it is here. Save and cancel, it is going to be display. But we are not in the edit mode. Here it is the to do dot title. Okay, to do dot title. So to do is what? Anyone? Yes. Title is what? Here is a title. To-dos dot title means it is going to be display the first one. Need to bring a grocery. And this is the edit button and delete button. So below the this text. Again, next it is going for next to do. So it is going to be to-dos dot title is what? Bring card, and below is a edit button and a delete button. Okay, so this is how it is going to be displayed. The next what is happening, I want to show the delete. So here it is a once it is loaded, it is going to be display the task and a edit and delete button. First we'll go for the edit delete button. So what is happening here? Once I click on this one, this delete button, and it is calling a on click event, and it is calling a delete to do method. What it is passing? It is passing a to do ID. Where is the to do ID? So to do ID is this one. To do dot ID means so this ID. So this ID is a unique ID. You may have two same titles, but ID will be differ. Let's say I will add a one more time grocery. See here, need to bring a grocery. This is the one ID. Need to bring a grocery, one ID. So title should be repeated. ID should not be repeated. Means it is a standard data structure. So let's say delete to do. It will come here, and what we are passing an ID. Okay. So this is the console. I will just remove. So axios dot delete. So this is the asterisk symbol. So it will come before in the in your keyboard before number one. There is a you have to hold a shift dot asterisk symbol. Dollar API URL. API URL you know. Dot ID. So this is the ID. So here what happens? It is going to be server and it will find this ID. So set to dos means what? Again it is going to be set to the to do array. To dos dot filter. Filter means what? It is going to be filter the data. What there might be any condition. You want to filter ascending order, largest number, something like that. So to dos dot filter and this to do array is dumped to the to dos dot ID not equals to id. What is the to-dos dot id? First it will go here. See, our id is what? Let's say I want to delete this bring curd. What is this id? This is the id. So once I click on delete deleted to do, it is going to be take a id attribute. So that id, what is that id? That is I want to bring a curd. I need to delete. So here this id will come in the parameter. Okay, then it is axios dollar axios delete API URL ID. What is the ID? D646. So here what happens? Set to do. It is going to be set to do means it is going to be set to the to dos. So before that, to dos dot filter. It is going to be go for the to dos filter. So it is going to be filter this array. So first what happens? It will dump all the to dos to do to-dos dot id. See, this is not a to-dos. To-do dot id means what? To-do dot id means what? So first one is what? Id equal to 3DAB. So not equals to id. What is our id? D646 is my id. To-do dot id is what? D 3DAB means 3DAB. The first ID is what? 3DAB. This is a 3DAB not equals to 4 D64646 means so this condition is true. It means the array ID and which ID I want to delete it should not be equal. So then you have to set to the to do. The first is what? It will check for the my ID and which ID is going to be deleted. So those are not matched. Then add to array. And it will come for the second. Okay. So here it will go for the to do dot ID. What is the to do dot ID? The to do dot second ID D646. And which ID I want to delete? D646. Both the IDs are same. So then this will not set. It will not set here. So again it will come for the 89 to do dot id means 8989 bf. Okay, so here Which ID want to delete? D646. Uh, so in the ID place D646. So here DF89. So DF89 is not equals to D646. Is it correct or wrong? What what is the value of todo.id? To todo.id equals to, this is my ID. Which ID I want to delete? This is the D646. Is 89BF. This is 89BF, and this is a D646. Is this equals to or not equals to? Yes. If it is not equals to, then it is going to be set to the array. Where it is? Here it is going to be set to the to-dos. So like that, if I delete this one, bring a card, and it is going to be match all the to do. If there is a no matching, then you have to set to an array. If it is a matching, uh, then you have to push an array. Okay, sorry, remove an array. This is the to do. And next is what, if I click edit, so this is the task is coming. How it is coming? So here it is there. Edit to do. So what is the edit to do? See here. Start editing. What it is going to be passed? The to do array. Set editing is to do. So now it is a editing to do. Editing to do dot id is equals to do id. Okay. When the both are matches, so here I want to change something. Grocery and print out. Okay. Once I click on save, we are calling the what method? Update to do method. Update to do method, what it is doing? So here we need to write a business logic. Okay, what is the business logic? So first we need to call the a try catch block. So here I need to pass a async try catch, save it, and a constant response equals to await axios. Which method for update? Put and this is the asterisk symbol. Where it is? It is the before number one in your keyboard. You will get a asterisk symbol. Dollar colon API URL forward slash dollar. What is the ID we are passing? Yeah, this is the editing to do dot ID. Copy. So here dollar open close bracket editing to do dot ID. Then so editing to do dot ID comma edit to do is my array as like a new to do. So this is the edit to do. So here set, again we need to set here only, right? This array only. So again I need to call the set to do's only, bracket to do's dot map bracket. Okay, so then I want to match here to do dot id, to do dot id is equals to editing to do dot id question response dot data colon to do. Okay, so here we need to pass a to do. So to do dot id is equals to, so what is the to do? The to do is the actual array. So to do dot id is equals to editing id, both are equals. Then response dot to do, you are going to be update the to the data to do to in the response dot data. So that is, it is going to be set to the to do's data. So what is happening here? Once I click on this button, first is cancel. Once I click on this edit button, okay, so edit button. So where is the edit button? So here it is edit button. What is happening here? So once I click on edit button, start editing is method. What I am passing? I am passing the my array. Start editing. Here it will come. So here start editing. Set editing to do means to do. It is going to be called the set editing is to do. See, editing is to do. Editing to do dot id equals to do dot id means whichever the task I want to edit. So this is the id. So this is my actual array id. Okay. So here what happens? Then input set editing is to do. Editing to do is my what text I want to edit. So that is a title e dot target dot value. Okay. So this value, once I click save button, it is calling a update to do method. So update to do method, it contains a response await axios dot put. This is the dollar editing to do dot id means, so this need to bring this id, it is passing here, and the editing to do, so this is the text as well. So editing to do is like a new to do, but it is for the update. So here what happens, set to do's, to do's dot map. So this all to do's are dumped here. To do dot id is equals to do's dot map. So it is going to be check the to do's dot id and editing to do dot id. Let's say this is the id. To do's dot id is 2, and need to bring editing to do dot id is bring means, so that it is going to be updated to the to do. So that to do is going to be set to the actual to do's. Let's see here. Okay, so what is happening? Control Shift I, reload it. So delete, we have done it. Edit, we are going need to go grocery, and bring a PAN card, something like that. So then we'll call a save. Okay, so it is throwing some error. Okay, we will see. whether it is reaching a data or not. CLG first is what? Is it reaching function? Control S. Yes, it is reaching a function. The next, we are going to be constant aways axios put. Okay, so as API URL editing to do dot id. So we are passing a editing to do dot id and editing to do. So editing to do, it contains the a new value where we are going to be pass. Okay, so here what happens, set to do's dot map. So to do's is my actual whole array. To do's dot map or to do. So whole array I am dumping here in the to do. So to do dot id is triple equals to, it is a strict comparison, both the value and the data type. Editing to do id is it, both are okay. Response dot data dot colon. So here it is the to do is there. So I think we need to add some space. Control S and set. We need to set editing to do to null here. After it is, once it is set, we need to set the editing should be null. Save it, cancel. We'll add a new task started, add a task, edit, add some just. See here, this is the task is added, right? I will just new task is add, new task is started. I will remove this one. This task has been updated. So this task has been updated. So I will take a one more task. Welcome to ReactJS programming. So this is the one task. So programming. So just pro. I will just edit ReactJS should be capped. Save. Okay. So this is the edit. Fine. So now I am going to be share this code. Try to do traverse once or twice, discuss each other. Then you will get to know. Even if you have a doubt, you can ask. Okay. Just now I want to directly jump for the creating a architectural project. Okay. So as I discussed earlier, uh, we thought to like we are going to be building a application with a proper architecture. What is the architecture? If you go for any companies or something, you are going to be design a project or work on a project, something like that. Okay, so there what happens, you have to create a project. So there should be one a proper architecture. So what is that architecture? Just I want to explain what is the architecture. Okay, if someone is tell a website, you are going to be discuss. Okay, uh, I want a one school website. That school website, uh, let's say assume. Okay, so you want to design a one application. So how to design an application? So directly you should need a one architecture, right? Let's say there is a one assignment or requirement is given. So there is a college website is there. So their college website. So here you have to give one header here. Okay, and then here is a two buttons, login and a register. Okay, once you click login, it has to become a login page. That is the form. And there is a one more button is called a view a result. Okay, so here what happens? We have a login and we have a register, and here we have a view a result button. See, login and registration where we are doing what HTML thing we are using for login and registration. What we will use? We can use for a list, or we can use a table, or we can use a form. Yes. So if it is a login, you have to show some form called a this is one form. So this is for the login username, password. This is this one. If it is a register, login, username, password, email, and here it is a one button. So this is the form, and this is a viewer result. So you are going to be view the result or something. What format it is? Your VTU results or any uh, first grade or second grade. What is that format? Yes, yeah, table format. Okay, so here what happens? I want to design a one project or something. So that one should not be, see, that should not be an a reuse. That should be an a reusable. It means I want to create a once at a time project, and we are going to be, so we are going to be create a once at a table, and we are using the throughout our life. So it means I am taking the one component. So that component we are going to be use throughout a life. So that is called a reusable component. So what I will do, I will write a one table component. Okay. So that table component, this is one form component. So table component, form component, I have defined. So that table and form component. So I am passing a some random value. So you have a question. So once you define and use a multiple times, you have a question like that. Some companies having a 10 columns, and some companies having a, 20 columns. Some is having a 4 columns. So how we can define? So first we have to create a one component, and we have to use it. So how to write a reusable component? I will tell you. So today just I want to write a one simple website. Okay, so tomorrow I will explain because already it is time over. So just I want to do one project. So how to use the npm packages and all I am going to be tell. Okay, so same example I will take. So how to create a project, CMD. So how to create a project? Anyone? React.js project? How to create a React.js project? You don't know? npx create react app. Okay, so for that creating, so if you that it will take a more time, so I will just go with the, so this is a one more by using the wheat we are going to be create a project. Okay, so how to do, sorry, I will just go here, where is that command? Create a wheat react.js project. So why wheat means, so it will create a faster project. See, npm create wheat latest, copy, will go to here and write, hit enter. So wheat latest, so it is going to be create a project very fastly. Okay, that is a wheat project is there. uh, what is this one, my website, or a website I will call. So what is the project? React. What is this? JavaScript. Finish. If you use a npx create react app, it is going to be more time. So then cd that website, cls and code dot enter. So we have discussed about a bootstrap and why we need a bootstrap and so many design tools and everything. So how to run this one? npm run dev. How means, if you just open a package, so if you called npm script npm run dev means it is initiating a wheat project. So before that npm install I have to do. So it is going to be installed. So we yesterday we have discussed about the bootstrap and everything. Okay, I will explain one thing. So earlier 15 or 20 years back you are using a 1100 set. Okay, so now you are using a smartphone. So past 20 years back, 30 years back, basic language is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Later we have got so many languages: React, Angular, Vue.js, Bootstrap, and MUI, Creative UI, Twland CSS, and everything. So Bootstrap is a one framework. It is built on a basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and they have written some sort of a CDNs. So here it is a Bootstrap documentation. So they have already written a code for this all the Bootstrap elements. If you want a badge, here it is a badge. If you want a card, see this is the card. If you want a carousel, here it is a carousel is there. So you just need to copy this code and add a dependency file, so it will run. So collapsible, so this is a drop downs, so everything is written, so we need to just use this one. Okay, so I want to use with a, what we can say, react.js. So why we are using this one means, already they have written some sort of a css and all. So we just need to install this package and you have to use this. Let's say button. So already they have defined a button, primary, secondary, color and everything. You don't need to see some hover and everything, color, background color, everything they have written. We need to use these classes, that's it. Okay, so if you want a bootstrap model, what is the bootstrap model? If I click here, so this is the bootstrap model. So these are all the libraries and frameworks. So they have developed, and we are using directly into our package or a project. So how? Npm run dev. So it is running here. So it will open here. So this is the project it will open. So this is a Vite plus React like this. Okay. So for that, I will just go for the app.js. I will just remove this one. Save H2. Welcome. Control S. We go here. So this is the welcome. It is showing like this. But I want to design a one website. So what is a website? The website is simple. So this is called a one header will be one layout will be there. So first is the header. So what I so this is a one bootstrap is there. There is a one more is there MUI. So MUI is a one more library. So there they have built a so many UI components. See here, if you want to select, so select they have written with a npm file. So if you want the icon, so you can select the icon. Okay, so all the component they have defined, and we need to just to use by installing a package. So bootstrap is a very basic thing. So I want to use this one. So if I want to use how to go here, React bootstrap. Okay, so just go here for the official document. So you have to go for the getting started. So then you need to install this package. If you want to use this bootstrap, you need to install this package. I will just go here. I will take a new tab. So once I install means automatically it is going to be shown here. See now control F, bootstrap is not there. I will just do install here. So if I install this package means all the predefined components I can use here. See here, bootstrap is came right here. React Bootstrap 2.7.10, Bootstrap this one. Okay, so now what I want to do, I will take a one component folder, component. Inside a component, first what I have to define, I have to define a header. So this header I need to define. So I don't want to write a code. I will just go here. I will search for the something called header. So these are all the different types of headers are there. Or else you can just say top nav. So this is a okay. I want to use this one. Okay. So what I will do, I will just copy whole things, copy, and I will go here. I will create a component name called a header dot jsx control V. So This file name I will change. My file name is header, 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 and this file name also header. Okay, so both in the function and here export default. So if I run my app, so it is already running here. Okay, here it is there. So what I will do, I will just go here. I will remove this CSS. Save it. I will call the header component. See, here is the header component forward slash save it. Control S. If I just go to the, yeah, so it is not, why it is not. So there is a some issue with the this, what you can say. Okay, I will just go here, React functional component. So whenever you not imported properly header, so this will happen. Okay, so here I want a which header, so I will go for another a simple header here. Copy, Control V, save it, reload it. Okay, so why it is here the header is like this, and why it is looking like this? So we might failing in the installing the packages. Okay, for that we have to do one more alternative solution. So we have to copy this one and we'll go here in the public. Okay, this is a encapsulation. Okay, header is not doing. At least can I try others form? Copy, Control V, header. Save it. Yeah, so here there is a we have not installed a package properly. So we will go through here. What we have done, uh, import a components, npm install React Bootstrap. We have installed earlier, but anyhow I will check. Inside a website folder, we have already installed. So if there is a no proper installation, so that is the cause it is going to be displayed like this, or else it has to be displayed form in the proper manner. See this form, if I use all the validation and everything, it has to be written here. Okay, forms. Okay, so if the package is not installed properly, so then it is showing like this. So there is a one more public.html should be there. So here it is not there. Yeah. What I will do, I will use a one more method. Uh, if you try to install this package, you might fail. Means you have to try this one as well. So copy and paste inside a header. Save it and copy this CSS as well and paste inside a header. Save it. We'll go to the browser. See here. Have I written any code here? I have just added those CDNs or predefined files and a CSS thing. Okay. So here we are not using we have not written anything code. So here it is giving. So I want to use a header here. So for that we can call as a tab navbar. Okay. So this one I will copy this one. I will just go here. I will create a okay in the header only I will create Control A, Control V. So I will just change the header. Control S. If I just go to the browser here, see this is the home, a link. So all this header is there. So below that I want a form or a table. So I am not writing a code. You just see here. I am not writing any code, but I am using this one. So I want this basic table copy, and I am going to be create a one more component. That component will be table dot JSX and control V. So this is a basic example is there. I will change to table. Control S. If I just go to the browser, it will not work. Why? Because so I need to add inside a app.js. So here less than table. See here it is from the table component forward slash this one. Control S. Save it. Th React Bootstrap table. So what is a mistake? I will use some bigger table. Uh, Sorry. Control Z. Okay, table you cannot take because of a control S. See here, have I written any code for table? So it is coming. So if you want a forms, you will get a forms. If you want a range selector, so if I want to go here, copy, and I will type a what is that name? Range example dot JSX. Control V, save it. We'll go here, we'll reload. So I have to go in the app.js, then add a rang. Yeah, range example is here. Just close the component, save it. We'll go to here. See here, this is the range selector. Volume open, volume mute. So that's why React.js is popularity means. So you are going to be write a less code and more productivity. So this is for header, this is the table, this is a range selector, your form, whatever the table header you want, you are going to be pass it. Okay, so this is how we are going to be use the component. Either you are going to be write by scratch, so something called a navigation bar and ul li, you are going to be, so this is a nav bar and this is the ul and this is the li items. So you can write with the html css with the react.js, or else predefined bootstrap library you are using, so you are using like this. Okay, so this is how to use the